Good morning, guys. I'm going to the phone repair shop with my screen here because I did the annoying thing of ordering it with what do you call a frame on there, so I can't just pop the screen in and replace it easily. I have to disassemble the entire phone, and I need some cooling paste. So I'm gonna go down to the phone repair shop and ask if they can't be without a tiny little pea-sized bit of cooling paste. Hopefully I can get that for free. But yeah, it's a nice excuse to go for a little bit of a, well, not morning walk, I guess it's more like a afternoon walk. And the Christmas market is getting set up here. But yeah, next time I'm definitely just gonna order the screen. No filler. The phone repairman guy damn near laughed me out the store. He was like, dude, you don't need no cooling paste. Ain't nobody use cooling paste, my man. Like, you good. Just slap your components in, screw them in. It's all good. I hope he's right, man. I really do. Because I don't want to fucking disassemble my phone completely, rebuild it completely into a new frame, and then find out that it's gonna be overheating like a bitch. I hope he's right. I'm gonna check another phone repair store though, because it sounds questionable. Oh well, no dice. One of the phone shops just told me to not use cooling paste. Sounds like a bad idea. The other phone shop wanted to sell me cooling paste, but 200 kroner, or like $30. Like, I'm not fucking spending some of my last money on fucking $30 worth of cooling paste. Ain't no way, bro. I need cooling paste though. I don't need it, but I wanna change out my screen. It's completely fucked. Another thing that's starting to dawn on me is just all these virtue signaling European governments that we're talking about. Oh, we gotta convert into like a green society. We gotta, use electric vehicles and windmills and all this shit. And what do? Year after year, they just make legislation worse for personal electric vehicles. Every year it just gets worse, and what I'm realizing now is if I go to Greece, within the next month or two, I'm gonna get into the issue of a lot of rules changing in a lot of European countries on the 1st of January 2026, and there's a lot of countries that are going to start requiring PEVs to use number plates and to have insurances, and it's like you're going to have to get insurances for all these different countries. You can't just have it for another country, right? So basically it's going to become impossible to travel contiguously from country to country in Europe. And it really defeated me. Like, for a few days I've not been wanting to talk about it. I haven't been wanting to talk about it for a few days because I've just been so defeated and so negative by it that I could just go on and talk about all my negative feelings about this, and talking about the dream is dying, bro. The dream is dying. But instead of doing that, I'm just gonna figure out a way for me to still get out of here. I don't want to stay here in the cold, but maybe I'm just gonna have to find a bit more of an expensive way that doesn't allow for contiguous travel to get to Greece. And then whenever I do have to get back from Greece, well, maybe I won't have to, because what I'm contemplating right now is starting a longer online education, like maybe studying to become a teacher. Not that I ever want to be a teacher, but it would allow me to get study money every month for years in a row, as long as I just do all my homework and do all the things I have to, but it's exclusively online. So I think I'm probably just gonna sign up for something like that and finish the education. Well, I mean, this 4 years or so. But that would allow me to travel freely for 4 years. And you know, the good part is I'm not gonna be using even a fourth of all the money I would get every month. I could live off of damn near nothing. So if I do this for 4 months and I'm pretty good at saving up in the meantime, I could potentially have enough to do this for 20 years. Maybe. It all depends how much I save, you know? But yeah, if I can get away with using like 50 krona a day on average, I mean, that money would last a long ass time. So that's what I'm starting to contemplate now. Just signing up for the teacher education that you can do online. And then basically just, well, I would need to get a tiny little laptop that can charge via USB-C so that I'd be able to do my homework anywhere, like when I'm sitting on Crete or anywhere else in the world. That would allow me to travel freely and get more than enough money to do so, while also being able to save up money to continue doing it after I'm done educating myself. Because the thing is, in Denmark you can only get study money. You used to be able to get it indefinitely for the rest of your life. If you wanted to study for 70 years, you could just do it. But of course, the older generation, they pulled up the ladder behind them, so now you only get 5 years total of study money while they pay for your education. So yeah, I think I got 4 years left, just enough to do this this teacher education. So I think that's basically gonna be my way out of this. I'm just gonna have to study on the road and keep doing my homework, and then I'll get paid out. Getting some late breakfast, drinking some tea, and watching some Lazy Masquerade. He makes great videos. You should check him out if you're into the kind of like creepy horror kind of stuff. Like little stories from Asia about serial killers and stuff. It's pretty good. I had a couple of friends over, hanging out for a few hours. It was nice. Now I'm just eating some rolled oats, watching YouTube. It's pretty chill these days. Just staying in the apartment. Hopefully I'm gonna get some money soon, get out of here.